Sometimes you hear people speak about an organization or workplace and claim, if I am not there, nothing works. If it is your position that without your presence, nothing will work, or that nothing works because you are not there, you should realize that that is not because you are some kind of genius or that you are the best person for the organization. It means you are a terrible leader and team player. As a leader, when you build everything around your person or make everything about you, you are shortchanging the organization or institution. That is because, as a leader, just like every human being, you are living on borrowed time. You can kick the bucket any day, meaning you can die any day. Knowing that we are all living on borrowed time is why effective leaders ensure the continuation of the work, regardless of who is present. So if things grind to a halt or your political party dies because you, the political party leader, died, you never had a party. You had a group of people whose survival hinged on you being their benefactor. You were a political party in name only. All organizations, political parties, or institutions must have a succession plan. I don't mean having a deputy where the deputy carries out the desires of the party leader. No, I mean a deputy who is ready to step in the day the leader passes away or leaves. If you are in any leadership position and those around you convince you that if you leave, the organization will disintegrate, then consider yourself a terrible and ineffective leader, because effective leaders build continuity. Now that brings me to my Bandam's harebrained reasoning for wanting to self-perpetuate. My Bandam said he will run for a third term because he doesn't want his APRC NPP outfit to die in its infancy. Allahu Akbar. So Adam Barrow thinks his APRC NPP can only survive if he, Adam Barrow, remains president, not his deputy party leader, not any of the mandarins moonlighting as advisors, not anyone in his executive, not any of his ministers, and none of the hangers-on are good enough to keep the APRC NPP alive. Only Barrow being president ensures the survival of the APRC NPP. Imagine having a leader who tells you that if I don't lead, the organization or workplace or business will die. Do you want to continue to work for such a leader who has zero faith in you? The tragic part is no one in Barrow's executive and none of the hangers-on will take offense at Barrow's lack of trust in their abilities. Instead, they will be out here justifying it and defending it. Truly tragic. Personally, I definitely will never associate with, ally with, or work for any organization where the leader thinks if he is not the leader, the organization will die. My pride wouldn't let me do that. But oh well, I understand that for some of us, the crumbs we survive on kill whatever little pride and shame we had in us. So I get it. But here is why Barrow's thinking on this issue is so flawed. Self-perpetuating in power will not guarantee the survival of his APRC NPP. You see, if history were a lesson in the Barrow camp, someone would have reminded him that Jawara stayed in power for over 30 years, and we saw what happened to the PPP and what's happening to it today. Someone would have reminded Adam Barrow that Yahya Jammeh stayed in power for over 22 years, and yet, immediately after he ran away, his APRC disintegrated into opportunists and tribalists. Barrow can stay in power for the next 50 years, and I am promising him that the day he leaves power, his party will disintegrate. Self-perpetuation is not medicine for the survival of his APRC NPP, especially given the concoction of interests that surround him. I have said before that Barrow and his cabal only believe in term limits as long as it does not apply to them, which in essence is saying they don't believe in term limits. I still stand by that statement. Their track record speaks for itself. Like his old friend Macky Sall, Adam Barrow has crossed the Rubicon, and nothing will save him except to remain in power. He must cling on, and he will come up with all kinds of reasons for wanting to self-perpetuate, the irrationality of the reasoning notwithstanding. And that's truly tragic.
And that was Alagie Barrow.